Welcome to the last module of Defend Your Shell, Internal Risk. I'm Jonas Imunakwa. We've covered many topics from social engineering to physical and data security, all of which will help you better defend your shell. Now let's dive into another topic that we should all be mindful of: internal risks and their impact on the university, which could include social, psychological, reputational, financial, or legal harm. We will also discuss how we can identify, prevent, and most importantly, report these internal risks. Let's begin. By the end of this presentation, you will be able to identify 3 types of internal risks, list at least 4 internal risk indicators, name at least 3 impacts of internal risks on the university, report concerns anonymously to help keep the university safe and secure. An internal risk occurs when a faculty or staff member uses their university-authorized access, either knowingly or unknowingly, to cause harm to the university's mission, resources, personnel, facilities, information, equipment, networks, or systems. There are 3 types of internal risks: malicious, employees who intentionally cause harm, such as stealing data, sabotaging systems, or committing fraud; negligent, employees who unintentionally compromise security due to carelessness, lack of awareness, or negligence; compromised, employees whose accounts or credentials have been hijacked by external attackers, often through phishing or social engineering. Many internal actors who perpetrate malicious acts against their own organizations are motivated purely by financial desire or malicious intent. Sometimes an internal risk comes from an employee using university data and resources for their own personal gain. Let's go over some common internal risk indicators. Excessive access privileges. Employees who have more access rights than necessary for their job roles. No separation of duties. Employees who are solely responsible for a particular task. More than one person should be required to complete a task in order to prevent fraud, sabotage, theft, misuse of information, and other security compromises. Unusual work patterns. Frequent logins during odd hours, working outside normal routines, or accessing unauthorized areas. Financial difficulties. Employees facing financial troubles may accept bribes or engage in fraud. Disgruntlement. Individuals with a history of conflicts or dissatisfaction may be inclined to commit malicious acts. Negligent internal risks can sometimes be more damaging due to simple but costly mistakes that employees can make. Here's a scenario on how easily this could happen. A university staff member responsible for managing sensitive documents was tasked with compiling a report on student enrollment and financial data for their team. They used Google Drive to create a spreadsheet, but failed to realize that the spreadsheet contained more than just numbers. It also included full names, addresses, social security numbers, and other personally identifiable information of several students. Furthermore, in their haste to get the report out, they emailed the Google Drive link to the wrong email distribution list, which included over 200 people. The spreadsheet intended for internal use by a small team was now accessible to the entire department. Worse, the folder was publicly shared, meaning anyone with the link or even someone who stumbled upon it via a Google search could see the sensitive data. So, what could happen in this case? Well, this incident would be reported as a data breach, which carries significant risks as PII of several individuals was inadvertently shared. This could lead to reputational damage, financial or legal consequences, identity theft of those whose data was exposed, and even the possibility of termination for that staff member. What is the impact of internal risk? Internal risks can lead to financial damage through data theft, intellectual property theft, or unauthorized transactions. Incidents caused by internal risks can tarnish the university's reputation and erode customer trust. Internal risks may violate data protection laws, resulting in legal actions, penalties, and regulatory fines to the university and individuals. Identity theft due to exposure of PII. Successful acts can disrupt business operations, leading to downtime, loss of productivity, and increased costs of recovery. If you suspect you have witnessed questionable activity, report it. You can make a confidential and/or an anonymous report at the UMD Ethics, Integrity, and Compliance Reporting website. It's a safe way to raise concerns regarding possible irregularities or misconduct. We encourage you to report suspicious activities without the fear of retaliation. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the UMD Defend Your Shell Security Awareness Training. Before you take the final quiz on internal risks, here are some key takeaways. Internal risks can come in different shapes and sizes. They can be due to malicious intent, negligence, or account compromise. Some risk indicators are unusual work patterns, personal financial troubles, and disgruntlement. There are numerous impacts of internal risks, including financial damage, tarnished reputation, violations of the law, and disruption of business activities. Finally, you have the ability to report concerns anonymously to help keep the university safe and secure. Now you're ready to test your knowledge about internal risks. My name is Jonas Amunakwa, reminding you to be aware, be secure, and to always defend your shell.